Welcome everyone into this computer science placement run and off-campus recruitment podcast. And here we are fueling your placement aspirations with expert insights. So, today we are having this podcast where we are targeting two companies, Accenture and LTTS. And LTTS is same as LTI, Mindtree. So, they are merged now. So, we can say that they are one single company. Alright, let's move ahead. So, first of all, a little bit about us. So, we are DevCrusade and we have brought to you this podcast. We are a community promoting self study, which gives software engineers a roadmap to achieve expertise in their interested domain through collaborative learning. So, we are actually helping you guys to get placed on and off campus both. We will be talking about how we are helping you guys, and you can definitely check it out. So, our today's guest is Akash Almare. So, welcome Akash into this podcast. Thank you for joining with us, and hoping that this would be a very beneficial podcast for all of the students.
Thank you, Himanshu, for inviting me.
Yep.
Hello, everyone.
All right, Akash. So, let's start with our discussion now. So, as all of you know, that Akash has been offered full-time offers at both Accenture and LTTS, and he has, appeared for both the companies. He had cracked all the coding rounds and all whatever interview rounds are there. So, Akash, we will be starting with this, and actually, we had shared a Google form earlier, and from there we got responses. We got questions from students who had any doubts regarding the whole onboarding or whole hiring process of these companies, and we have compiled a list of those questions, and we'll be asking you those questions, and you can answer those and definitely help others.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, Akash, let's start with the first question. Uh, what is the role provided by LTTS? And yeah, we are going with the LTTS company first, then we will go with Accenture. So, we have segregated in such a way. So, what is the role provided to you by LTTS? And if you can give an overview of the company.
Yeah, fine. The role provided by LTTS is Associate Software Engineer. And basically, as you mentioned, LTTS is a Larsen and Toubro Technological Services. So it is a different from LTI Mindtree. First thing is that Mindtree merge with L&T to form LTI Mindtree. That is like their IT wing. Completely, they provide IT services. But in here LTTS they provide like IT services, as well as they mostly work on embedded semiconductors, EVs, and other technologies. So they hire not only for IT guys but for mechanical and electrical too. So they hire for three positions: electrical engineer, mechanical, and IT. Yeah.
All right. So, these LTTS guys are core based, we can say that. So, they are also offering roles for mechanical, electrical, whatever core companies are there, along with CS roles.
Right.
Okay, and Mindtree and L&T, those are completely focused on tech, on the IT domain.
Yes, yes. Yes, absolutely right. Like recently, LTT has acquired one project from Maharashtra government, where they are used to set up one like a cyber team, cyber branch, which can help government to track cyber attacks over our Maharashtra region. So they have also one project, that is EV project from central government. So basically, they focus on a project where they require skills from different domains like IT, mechanical, electrical, like that.
All right, so you guys got the overview of the company, LTTS, and if they are coming on campus or even if you are going for off campus, so they will, expect you guys, expect that you guys know something about the company. So make sure you read about that, and we also give you some information on that. All right. So, what is the exact role provided to you? LTTS, the role name, like software engineer or something like that.
Yeah.
Is there?
Associate software engineer is the role provided by LTTS.
All right. So, associate software engineer directly tells us that it's completely related to development. or coding.
Yes,
So
yes,
there is
yes.
not, and there is nothing like consulting or something. So it's completely development role. All right. So let's go to the
Okay.
next question. How is the on-campus hiring process of LTTS? What are different rounds involved?
Basically, it was a pool campus from Ramdev Baba, Raisuni, and YCC. First round was test aptitude plus coding round. That was held on our college campus. Those who clear that round, we went for interview to Ramdev Baba. So in the first round, I think it was 90 minutes, 90 questions, mostly from aptitude, quant, and reasoning. And there might be some questions from computer science fundamentals, I guess, and two coding questions. Both coding questions was easy, like very easy. First question was like some modified version of LCM SCF type of question. Second question was I think on strings. Both questions were easy. Yeah, but they I think those who clear all test cases of both questions, they only allow those for next round.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we got on there is one technical round. So in the technical round, you told that there are two coding questions, one LCM HCF for second, and second one is regarding the
string,
topic strings. All right,
string.
and the MCQs, like there was some MCQs as well.
Yes, yes. 90 MCQs, like 90 minutes, 90 MCQs. After that, 1 hour, two coding questions.
All right, so the complete test was single in one shot, 90 minutes plus 1 hour or half hour, whatever for the coding test, or it was separate.
Yes, 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 right.
Okay, it was only one single duration of time.
Yeah, yeah. Single test. Right.
All right. So this test was like specifically for your college, or it was whole pool campus college, all the college.
Basically, I think they take test for individual college, like for YCC in YCC, for Raisuni in Raisuni, and they like choose some candidates, and then interview was scheduled in Ramdev Baba College.
Okay. So
Yeah.
can you tell about the interviews? Like how many interviews were there? First one might be technical, second one HR, something like that.
Yeah, like I found that mostly service-based companies have like single interview. Both Accenture and LTTs have a single interview. Mostly they test you on a first test, that is first round. So I think first round is difficult. Interview was like very easy. They just he just interview asked me to write palindrome code on pen and paper, and like one or two oops concepts, and asked me about my project and just family background and some HR questions. Yeah, that was about LTDS interview. Uh, Main task was like that two coding questions. Even if they look like very easy, but I think from so many student, only like 20 students got selected for interview. So that was the main task, and out of 20, I think 6 were got selected for full time role.
Okay, so these 20 people, you said that they cleared the first round. They were among how many people? Like how many people gave the first round uh, from
Yeah,
the
I
college?
think in YCC, I am also part of TNP. So we had around 900 students who are eligible for placement, and LTTs were around first five companies. So that time, not too much students were placed. So definitely, I think 700 students had given that test that day.
Okay, so from 700
Yeah.
students, only 20 are clearing first round, and out of those, only six
Yes,
are
yes,
getting the offer letter. All right, so you
yes, yes.
can look at the ratio, guys. It's not that easy, but yeah,
Right.
all right. Um, so we did talk about what exact the content of the coding round is. So as you guys just now saw that you have to make your fundamentals strong regarding strings and arrays and LCM HCF. So the concepts were easy, but I think the questions were difficult, right? The complexity was a little difficult.
Right. Because like when we say yes chef question is like looks like very easy, but many of my good friends, they were not able to like solve the question. Some might able to solve the question, but I think there were 10 test cases. They was not able to clear all the test cases. So yeah, That was the case there.
Yeah, correct. So even a single test case matters actually, guys. So if there are, there is certain test and there are two questions and most of the people are, clearing the first question, all test cases. So they will choose students based on the number of test cases cleared for the second question. This is just an example. So even a single test case for a single question matters a lot. So make sure you try to secure most of the test cases on any question. All right.
Right. Because in Accenture too, we observe that most the student who at least solve one question completely and second question partially got interview call. But those who solve both question but like failed one or two test case in both question, they didn't get the interview call. So solve one question but solve it all, means pass all test cases. That is necessary.
Yes, correct. All right. So, so we did talk about the statistics that 700 people are appearing the first round and 20 getting for the second round and six people only getting selected. So Akash, people from Ramdev Baba were also included in the statistics, or there are certain separate number of selections who are offered full time.
Yeah, in Ramdev Baba, they didn't allow CS IT students to place for the package less than 4 5, except Accenture. They allow for Accenture, but for other, so the student mostly was from electrical and mechanical. So I don't know about their data. I know that from Raisoni and Ramdev Baba both combined 15 students were selected. So nine from Raisoni, six from our college. Yeah.
All right.
हाँ साल ले
Okay, so that's how the statistics is. Okay, so guys, we can move to the next question. Does LTTS provide an internship? Is there any
No,
internship concept?
LTTS doesn't provide any internship.
Alright, so there is
They
directly
offer
full-time
full time role.
joining.
Yes, direct full time joining.
Alright, so if you guys are, getting placed in LTTS, so you will have to look about your internship because generally many colleges are having, they have mandated the internship thing in 8th semester. So your college will also provide you internship, no doubt, but you will have to consider that factor. All right. So
And
let's talk
I
about.
would like to add one thing
Yeah,
here,
go ahead.
Himanshu.
Hmm.
Yeah, college they offer internship, but I don't think that you should go. I think you should go. You should search internship for your own. College is not providing that quality internships. If you have any particular domain that you want to work on, so if you got placed like in August or September, so then don't take a rest. Try to search for internship because that too, getting internship is really hard. And then if you didn't get any internship, college like give such a company that just work on a dummy project. So I don't think that's matters or will give any edge or technological advantage to you.
Yeah, that's right. That's correct. So of course, you will have to look for good internships if the company is not giving an internship from your end, actually. All
Right.
right. Okay. So let's talk about the eligibility criteria. What is the eligibility criteria of LTTS based on factors like CGPA or backlogs or something?
I would say I didn't remember exact eligibility criteria, but in general, we have observed that every company have a minimum criteria of 60% 10th, 60% 12th, and then minimum 7 CGPA. Some company might ask for 7 percentage in 10th and 12th both, and 7 CGPA in engineering. So that is what I think enough for every company that visit in our campus. And I think according to backlogs, there should not be live backlog. Otherwise, they allow to for placements.
Okay, so backs regarding I remember during placement time, so few companies were saying that just one backlog is fine, But if there are more than one or more than two backlogs, then they would not allow the candidates, I think. Is that right, Akash?
And yes, yes, that depends on companies'
Yeah.
policies. Yeah, you are right. Some companies don't allow persons having a single backlog, so it
Mhm.
depends on company to company.
Yeah, correct. And regarding CGPA, so generally, as Akash said, companies are having criteria of 6 or 7 CGPA in your whatever semesters are there which are completed. But some good companies, maybe like product-based companies, which can be Amadeus or something. So if you remember, Akash, during our time, they had given an eligibility criteria of the boundary of CGPA was around 8 CGPA, 8 or even
Yeah, yeah,
8.25
right,
for some
right,
companies.
right, right.
So you have to take care of your CGPA, of course. You will have to look at it.
Yeah, definitely. And also for PwC, if you remember, they select student for internship based on CGPA,
Yeah.
and only those were allowed for then placements.
Yeah, so a little bit about PwC guys. So during our college time, so there were like many departments, mechanical and all that stuff. So what PwC is one company. It's a good MNC company. So they came to our college and during our I think sixth semester they came and they provided one launchpad program to students with highest CGPA in their respective departments. I think like top 5 to top 10 students of each department, and for that set of 100 or so students they were made eligible for appearing their first round. So all the other students which were not in that launchpad program were not allowed to give the rounds for PwC. They were not allowed to appear for the company completely. So this might also happen in your case. So make sure you do look at your CGPA, you do take care of it.
Yeah, and one thing like PwC is very good company. It is like among one of the big four. So anyone, if you have in Launchpad program, I think it has started. So please fully focus on that. Prepare along with that because they work on latest technologies. So one of my friend, he currently works in PwC. So he said like very good work culture, very supportive peoples, and he get to work on a cloud. So if you guys are interested in work in like domain like cloud or AI, so you might prefer PwC over other companies.
Yeah, and even their starting package is not that bad. It's around 6.5 or something, right?
Yeah, around six, and they offer 35K in internship and
Hmm.
50K in stipend after internship.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually.
Yes.
All right. So let's go to the next question. So uh, yeah, so let's talk about the package. What package does LTTS offer, and are there multiple packages according to roles or
No, they
something?
yeah, and they have single role and single package that was a 4 LPA.
Okay, so it's 4 LPA for
Yeah.
associate software engineer.
Yes, yes, right.
All right, so this is about LTTS.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
yes.
thing during LTTS, like it was like among first companies, not too much student were placed at a time. Like I know I was the second who got placed from my department during time of LTTS. So what many students did that they think there is a 4 LPA and company has like a two-year bond. So most of the student was not much interested in that. But during our pre-placement talk, we get to know that like a job stability is like a two is equal to like a TCS. Means you will have a very good job security. Along with that, there is a very good on-site opportunities. Like they said they have a research and development center in France and Japan. So if project needs, so there is a good possibility of on-site too. These two things you should keep in mind, and something never skip any company just for like a package or name, because what happened, many students in after who didn't get placed, like some good students, and they are not even placed now. So don't skip any company from starting. If you have any opportunity, you will then if now you have 4 LPA, let's say you got selected, you have not worry about anything, like you are not secure. Now you can try for like a 10 LPA because you will get more chances after that. And so that is some kind of security to you. You have at least one offer to your hand, now you can prefer for another companies. So yeah, that's advice from my side.
Alright, that is very true, Akash. In this recession scenario, we never know that companies will stop hiring completely, or they will, even reject, or they will cancel the offer letters or something. So it has happened that offer letters have been
Yes.
cancelled after, roles being offered to our seniors.
Right. Right, that is
So
what I'm saying. The LTTS is very good in that. They never do such thing, just like TCS.
yeah, right, correct. All right, so this was about LTTS. If you guys are having any more doubts, you can put those in the chat section. We will be taking on the Q&A later on. Now let's move to the Accenture part of our podcast, and let's start with the first question. So, what was the role provided to you by Accenture, and if you can give an overview of the company?
Yeah, basically, the role was offered was associate software engineer. Accenture is a Fortune 500 company. It is American-based company having headquarters in Ireland. It work in around 120 countries. More than 7.5 lakh people work here. This is basically consulting. It start as a consultancy services, and then they later stage they shift to IT services. So they do provide solutions for businesses, enterprise software, and any type of other services they provide to like other companies. So yeah, that is all about Accenture.
All right. So again, the role is same as LTTS, software associate software engineer. So definitely there will be development and coding in that role.
Right.
All right. So let's move to the next question. How is the on-campus hiring process of Accenture? What are different rounds involved?
Yeah, basically, Accenture, I will say there are 4 rounds. First one is aptitude. Aptitude is also divided into 4 sections. 20, 20, 20, 20, I think. 20 for apti, for 21 section for quant, one section for I think it was computer science fundamentals, and one was for based on MS Office. One who clear, and there is also sectional cutoff. If you have scored out of in quant and unable to clear the cutoff of aptitude or MS Office, so you will be not going to the next round. After that, you will have a next round, that is coding round. There, I think 45 minutes, 2 questions. To qualify for the interviews, you have to solve at least one question completely and next question partially. And then you will have one English communication test, that will be like a AI generated test. So just checking your basic vocabulary. People say that it is not eliminated round, but I have seen one guy from our college. I don't know how was his test English communication, but he didn't get called for interview. So take that seriously too. There you will get many tutorials of that test on YouTube. After that interview, basically interview is also easy. It was mostly HR type of questions, and yeah, you have to prepare your project well. They might ask you some question based on your project, like if you're using a tech stack like deep learning, so they might ask you some questions, not too much, like basic algorithms, and 1 or 2 questions from Python. So yeah, that way the Accenture rounds were.
Alright, so summarizing this whole thing, so there was one first round which was MCQs. All the sections had
Right.
MCQs in that, and as much as I remember, the first round all MCQs. Then the second round coding round is separate from that. So once you clear the first round, you get your result just after some time. I think 5 or 10 minutes,
Yeah, 5 or 10
and
minutes, right?
yeah, and just after getting the result, if you are passing the first round within half an hour or so, your second round will start. So both your rounds will be happening on the same day, most probably. And
Right.
yeah, and Akash, if you remember, what exact coding questions were those two?
Yeah, yeah. First question was, I think it was a pyramid. I have to like a sum all the numbers on a pyramid. Yeah, that kind of question like that. And second question was, it was based on probability. Yeah, simple coin toss, that kind of question. I didn't remember exactly because it's been 1 year. So yeah, these
Yeah.
are the two. First question was simple, pattern. Pyramid pattern was there. There was a number. You have to just sum all that numbers and print. Second was little bit. I didn't get that, but still I was able to clear almost all test cases.
All right, so this is about the coding round. Again, the concepts actually they will be easy. The topics, array, string, or some basic mathematical ability, but you do have to look at how much test cases you are clearing, right? So that is one important thing. So the
Right,
second,
and you
yeah, yeah,
also look for like just I said in earlier LCF SCF, like concept is very easy, but if at the time of exam if you didn't remember formula, like in case of probability, so do the math that is required for coding before going to test or prepare that well.
yeah. So it's important. So as we are preparing for APTI, do you think that the APTI preparation, cons preparation will be enough to solve such questions of LCM, HCF or probability?
Yeah, yeah. Yes,
Alright, so
absolutely right.
this is like एक तीर में दो निशाने. So make sure you prepare your quants and apti pretty well. Alright.
Right.
Okay, so next one is English round, and I think the people who are clearing the coding test after some days or something, there will be the English round scheduled. It will be pretty easy as Akash said,
Yes.
and after
Yes.
that it's the interview. So Akash, what happened in the interview? What did the interviewer talk about?
Yeah, I think one thing, like interview was very easy for almost everyone. Main thing was that they take your complete score, like from aptitude, coding, plus your interview marks. So I talked to many guys. Everyone has a wonderful interview, but only few got selected. So reason was interview was okay, but I think they was lacking in aptitude section or maybe coding section. So yeah, in interview, it was basically simple HR interview. He asked me about my family, general things like you are ready to relocate or something like that. Then he asked me about my project. Yeah, and one thing I would like to add: don't panic during interviews. Like in both of my interviews, what happened during LTTS? It was my first interview, so I was so nervous. My voice was literally very low. So he asked me to raise my voice. So then I did very well. So you can apologize. I said, sir, I was very nervous. It was my first time. So he understand. And in Accenture interview, what happened? Like during interview, my phone ring at very high volume. I didn't remember to like silent my phone. So I was very like intense. What happened? It will make like negative impact on interviewer. But they are also people. They can understand the situations. This thing happens. So like don't from that moment don't lose your momentum. So that I would like to say, because one of my friend during global logic interview, I think in global logic there were four interviews, three or four interviews. So he cleared technical, managerial, first round, coding, etc. In HR, we consider HR is very easy. So he fumble at some point. Like HR only ask about his what is your weakness. So he was not prepared that question very well. So he just got nervous, and then he thinks that I am reject. My rejection is 100% confirmed. So from that he lose momentum and he didn't select from that round. So don't lose your momentum, even if at one of or two question you might get wrong or you might get fumble. So that is completely fine.
Okay, so this is some important piece of information which Akash has shared, and it is very much truthful according to my personal experience also. Make sure your presence of mind is good, eat something good before going to interview or something, and make sure your mind is active. And again, presence of mind is very much important. All right. So we did talk about the interviews. Now let's go to the next question. And yeah, Akash, interviews. As you said, there is only one interview of Accenture which happened, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's
I
talk
think
about.
one,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, one thing I will add. One of my friend at the end interview, to ask if you have any question. So she asked like, sir, what technologies we should prepare before coming to like before joining. So interviewer said you don't have to prepare any technologies. Come to Accenture, we will train you on technologies. So what basically my meaning that companies don't require very high skilled students. They come for freshers so they can train them. So you don't need too much of technical knowledge. You should have like a good knowledge in everything. So that is like okay in interviews.
Okay, that's very true. All right. So, and Akash, like we were talking about statistics. So, if you can tell about the number of people who appeared for Accenture first round and the number of people getting, appearing for the interview and at last getting the offer letter, if you can tell that.
Yeah, I think there were same number 700 800 peoples. From that, I think around 100 got qualified for like coding part. Out of 100, I think 50, 60 people appeared for interviews. Out of 60, 17 people got like full time role.
17 people.
Yeah,
Okay, so again, the huge number of 700 to 800 has been narrowed to 17 people, just 17 people. So again, it's not that easy. You have to make sure you do well in each of the rounds, guys. All right.
right.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. Mm-mm-mm. Does Accenture provide an internship?
No, Accenture also don't provide internship. They provide full time role. And one thing in Accenture that you need very patience. Like I remember my interview was on 13th August. I got my result on 14th September, and till date I haven't get joining letter. So you have to at least wait for 1 year for joining. They definitely do. Means they will definitely give joining, but yeah, you will have to wait for some months.
Yeah, that's right. That's correct. So it's pretty common pattern in Accenture, when they're coming for, mass hiring or on-campus hiring. So it's not that fast. They, let you graduate once, and after that they will start the actual process of onboarding. So that's how it works. Okay. So let's move to the next question. What is the eligibility criteria of Accenture based on factors like CGPA or BACS or something?
Yeah, we have, as I said earlier, I was that was also same 70 or 7 CGPA. That like I didn't remember exactly.
Okay, so again the criteria is same. Okay, so we can move to the next question. What are different locations we can choose for full time? Means I think that they would be, showing some options that these are some options available for you to relocate. So what are those different options?
Actually, I think Accenture is coming next month or same month in our college. So during when we register for like a company, that time only before selection we are registering for like their hiring process. That time you have to choose three location. So what many people we didn't know we are getting selected or something. So we randomly like put any locations. So based on that preference that you will like put now your preference, three preference, out of three preference you will get one preference. Like many are choosing Pune, Bangalore. They have an office in Nagpur too. Then Gurugram and all, means all major cities in India they have their office there. So you have a choice. But if you have not filled the form, so fill form very like seriously and put like locations, because you might get different location if you have chosen any wrong location right now.
Okay, and about LTTS also, Akash, I think they are having 2 to 3 locations. So if you can tell what are those?
No, actually LTTS during pre-placement, they said you will not have like any choice for location. They have six location. Like their main center is in Vadodara, Gujarat. Their training center. After that, in Maharashtra, in Mumbai, I think in Bangalore, and Hyderabad, and one or two other locations. But they didn't have any office in like Pune or Nagpur. But we don't have any choice for that locations.
Alright, so guys, there is one more factor to look upon, like the companies will be providing certain salary, certain CTC 6 or 7 or 4.54. So whatever location you choose, you have to choose it according to what the CTC is provided. Because if you are choosing very hi-fi location like Bangalore or something, there the rent of one flat is 30K, starting from 30K, and if your salary is around 6 or 7, so your in hand will be per month around 45 or something, so more than 50% of your salary will be going in the rent. So make sure you look upon that factor, which is very much important. All right, so let's move to the next question. What package does Accenture offer, and are there multiple packages provided by Accenture?
Yeah, basically, Accenture previously provides two roles. One was associate software engineer for 4.5 and software engineer for 6.5. But from like last two batches, our batches and previous batches, they are on campus hiring for only single, that is 4.5 associate software engineer. So yeah, I got hired for 4.5 package. Now they offer only for one package, that is 4.5.
Okay, all right. All right. So again, Accenture is the similar company to LTTS, that it will be very good starting point for you guys. Like if you are thinking that you are capable of bagging more than 10 LPA package or something, so make sure you secure your offer with Accenture or LTTS companies, because again it's a recession. The market is not that much up currently, and you have to choose a safer side, right? You do not have to take any risks. And on-campus placements are again easy comparatively with according to the off-campus
Off
one. So
campus.
yeah,
Very easy.
yeah, very easy, we can say. All right, all
Because
right.
in off
So
campus you will
yeah,
apply, you will blindly apply for 100 like a job postings, and then you will not get a reward for single one. So that hurts. And in college you are getting opportunity for like minimum 30 to 40 companies. So that is very easier side, I would say.
yeah, that's correct. Alright, so guys, we will be moving to the last question of our today's podcast. Make sure you're dropping whatever questions you are having in the chat. We will be taking on the Q&A after this. Alright, Akash, so here comes the last question. What contents should there be in a resume for cracking on-campus interviews?
I would definitely say for on campus, I would say resume doesn't play that much role in on campus. Like basically what I've seen in LTTS or in Accenture, they don't look on like that because they I mentioned like I mentioned React or maybe Cloud. They didn't ask single question on me that. So I would not say, but yeah, but still some companies might ask you just like a P360. They had like a that technical round, they ask more about your interview. So whatever you put, that you should be confident, you should know everything. And internships and project are the key skills that you should mention in your resume and in project also. Because I like read so many experiences of HR, and so they mainly focus on like a live project. If you have work on any live project, so that give more edge. And again, what I think many students are from final year. So one piece of advice from my end, that what I observed, that in final year we had a major project. Most of the students, what they do, just hire a freelancer and just buy a project. So don't do that. You are capable. Even people who are capable of doing that, they still not do. Why to take that headache if you can just get ready-made project? So what happened, maybe for like a 4 or 5 LPA you might not get that trouble. But if you have interview for, let's say, TCS Prime. So in TCS Prime or any company that offer 9 above 7 8 or 9 or about 10, they will definitely ask you in each and everything about your major project. And major project is such things like that. Even after 10 year, like, or after some years, anyone like ask you what major project you have done in your final year. So do that like from your end. Don't just bring project from market and just show. And so don't do that. Like, you should able to explain your project to interviewer. So that is like a very important advice from my side.
Yeah, that is actually very crucial advice, Akash. So you guys should definitely focus on your final year project because it is one project, it is one big project which you will be doing by your own, and you can choose your favorite tech stack and actually explore that tech stack. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So we will go to the questions, but before that, I wanted to share something with you guys and make sure you're dropping whatever questions you're having in the chat. Okay, so let me just share my screen. All right, so I think this screen is visible. All right, so as you guys know that we have been helping students in getting on and off campus placements, getting them placed in like since last year actually. So here we are introducing one 6 months placement run program where we are covering multiple domains like full stack data, major project, internship, DSA, core, and aptitude. Okay, so regarding major project, this is just a capstone project, and whatever domain you choose, so we are having a choice of domain, either data or either full stack. So whatever choice of domain you choose, you will be doing a capstone project in that. Regarding internship, we will help you guys to get internship, whatever like you're currently doing. Along with that, in this program, we are going to do that. Alright, and again, the crucial points of DSA, core subjects, and aptitude are there, which we are covering here. Alright, so all of this you will be doing on a platform. So we have hosted a platform devcrusade.in, and there will be a personalized path for you guys. And these are some of the features which we are offering: task tracker, learn with personal login, level up with XP, weekly live discussions, and all. Alright, so you can definitely check up our website devcrusade.in, and we will be starting with a new batch from most probably from 12th of this month, and these are some of the feedbacks from current and past like previous learners of our this placement program. You can look at the whole feedback. You can look at our website devcrusade.in, and I will definitely post about the updates of how to register on this for this program and all that stuff on our updates group. All right. Okay, so let's move to the questions, to the Q&A. Let's see what questions are there. Okay, let's start top to bottom. Okay, so there is
Anshul,
one. Yeah, yeah, Akash, you
yeah,
can.
from Anshul, is there any offline opportunity? I didn't get that question. What you want to ask? You can clarify that. Yeah, Himanshu.
I think Akash, he might be saying regarding off-campus opportunities at LTTS and Accenture. Do we have any idea regarding that?
Yeah, definitely. Like now for 2025 batch, 2024 batch, like Accenture off-campus opportunities like open. For you can register from their career page, and for LTTs I don't think they hire from for freshers. I think they hire from on campus. After as a experience, you can then take referral from any of their employees, because I have maybe joining next month, so I also talk to many of their employees, so they are very supportive. They will definitely help you if you have like a experience of 2 or 3 years. Then
Okay. Now there is one more question. Uh, if one gets offer from a company, then she isn't allowed to sit for other companies. I think this is college specific, Uday. Akash, if you can take
yeah,
that.
yeah. For YCC, our policy is like. If you got any package like X, so you are not allowed to sit for you will only allowed to sit for a company who offer package to X. Like if you have a 5 LP offer in your hand, so you are only allowed to sit for 10 or above. I think you got my answer.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. All right.
Yeah.
Is non-CSE department, ETC department students allowed to sit for aptitude, or I think allowed to appear for the company overall?
Yeah, definitely. I think almost 80% companies allow every branch to appear for the test. But yeah, you should prepare along with that because during Accenture, mostly students were selected from CS, IT, and ETC, not single from electronics and other core branches.
Okay. What tech stack you prepared for and which resources you used for placements?
For tech stack, it was like Monstack. I prepare basically it was from YouTube, and I was also done one course on Coursera. So from that I prepared that. Apart from that, I was also had one project in Power BI because it was one of our subject in IT department. And for other, if you're talking about aptitude and quant, I didn't prepare that much because I think I had like a good aptitude. And during YCC, there is a 1 month program before your placement. YCAP, like that type of program. So that time they revise every concept. So that time I prepared that time I prepared my aptitude and quant, and for tech stack, as I said, from YouTube and other sources. You can prepare from anywhere. I think that's tech stack is not that much important as your aptitude and coding part. So I would say first focus on aptitude. Many student who didn't clear aptitude, even if you have my friend, one of my friend, he's master in deep learning, but from 1 year he has like appeared for 30 or more than 30 companies, but he didn't get to the interviews. And he was like he's such a good in deep learning that he helps other for their mini project, major project, and even if he sells some projects to others, so you can understand how good in deep learning. But he still didn't get offer from any company. Now in TCS he got ninja profile after all of this. So don't focus on that. You should definitely do for project stuff, but more focus on aptitude because that is your first step, and coding part. Then you can think about tech stack on whatever that you want to explore.
Yeah, correct. If you are not clearing even the first aptitude round, then you can't expect being there for interviews. Like if you are having special skills, you will have to go through the initial filtering process. That's very correct.
Right.
Okay. So how much DSA is
And
required?
one thing,
Yeah, Akash.
Himanshu, and even if you have a, like a preference of whatever stack, let's say you have Monstack, some might have a cloud or deep learning ML, but when you will go to company, it is not totally not in your hand which tech stack you will be assigned. It is depend on company to company. They said they give you choice, but it's not guaranteed that you will get the domain of your choice. So that is also one thing there. So that's why they don't prefer a particular stack there, most of the companies.
Yes, correct. They just want good students with good logic who have good problem solving skills, right?
Right, right.
Correct. Okay, so how much DSA is required for companies like Accenture, LTTS, etc.?
I would not say DSA that much is important for this. It's like a general. If you are focusing for 4 to 6 lakh company, uh, linear data structures like till linked list, uh, if you have done, then it's okay. But if you are aiming for like a higher package, let's say 10 or above, then you should prepare till dynamic programming.
Yes, that is short and sweet answer and very much accurate. Okay, so Vedant is asking, after being selected for Accenture, they issue a letter of intent. Does this guarantee a 100% chance of receiving a joining letter from them?
Yeah, yeah, definitely, 100%. The letter of intent itself you can consider as a joining letter because 100% guarantee. I don't. I'm not sure about that, but what I have seen from my seniors and from my batchmates, they give offer letter to all of them.
All right. So if you guys are having any questions, you can drop in the chat. Uh, yeah, Uday, I will share Akash's LinkedIn profile on the updates group. You can connect with him on LinkedIn and you can clear whatever doubts you are having. All right.
Uday is asking about Y Cup or CRT. It was CRT program, right? You're right.
Yeah, it's that aptitude and all
CRT.
that stuff. The YCC is, conducting the program.
I think
Okay.
every college conduct, but student don't take that seriously. So take that seriously. That is like a good program.
Yeah, that is correct. Okay, I think these are the questions. So if you guys are having any more questions, I will be dropping, as I said, Akash's LinkedIn profile, and you can ping him on LinkedIn. Okay, so thank you so much, Akash, for joining, and your insights will be definitely, valuable for these guys. And thank you for joining once again.
Yeah, thank you, Himanshu.
Okay.
Someone is asking one question like, which are the companies that offer more than 8 LPA from our college? Yeah, should I answer this,
Yeah, sure,
Himanshu?
Akash, you
Or we
can.
should
You are
close?
even Akash is guys, he's TNP member, like student member, so he definitely has more knowledge about each and every company, so he can definitely
Yeah,
guide you.
yeah, you can ask anything related to that also. Yeah, about 8, I think there are like, I didn't remember that company. What was the 16 LP company, Himanshu? One
16
guy from
LPA,
Stetig.
it was Darwin box.
Yeah, Darwin Box that offer I think 16, 17 LPA. Then one company was for 12 LPA also there was one company.
It was
I
Sahaj.
didn't Sahaj, but no one was selected in
No
Sahaj.
one was
There was
selected, right?
another company. There one girl was selected for 12
Yeah,
LPA.
it's Amadeus.
Yeah, Amadeus. Apart from that, I would say TCS. They generally offer means off campus. They offer TCS Prime. That is also very good. You can prepare for TCS two guys. That is, I have recently give TCS last month on 17th of July. So like you can prepare for TCS as well. It is also like you will get good package over there. Seven. Some guys from our college got 7 LPA. They also have one package 9 LPA. Apart from that, Infosys they have one program Hack with Infi. I think they had exam in Feb. So prepare DSA very good for that because my friend he got interview. He said interview was not that tough. They didn't ask anything about DSA in interview, but there will be two questions that will be purely based on DSA and so prepare those. You can like focus on these two companies, Infosys and TCS. They definitely go for that. Yeah.
Yes, correct. So these were companies more than 8 LPA. So again, I think questions are still coming in. The session is so nice. Alright, how to prepare for aptitude? I am currently in third year.
Uh, Look, in aptitude also you have aptitude, quant, and computer science fundamentals in MCQ part. So for computer science fundamentals, you have a subjects like you will be go to subjects like DBMS, operating systems, computer networks. So do like a full focus and prepare this subject from right now. After that, for aptitude, I will say there are so many websites, but you can try India Bix and Himanshu also can suggest one or two, or you can just learn from any YouTube videos. It's upon your choice. Same for quant. So you can prepare quant and aptitudes and try to solve like a I think TCS NQT paper because that is like a standard questions that some are more related with other companies. So in that way you can prepare for that.
Okay. So aptitude again, the program which we shared, we will be, help you prepare aptitude there as well. Okay. So again, one question. So guys, this question will be last question for today, because
Yeah.
it's time. So if any more questions you are having, you can directly ping me or Akash on LinkedIn. We will help you sort it out. Okay, so this is last question for today. Bhaiya, does Infosys and TCS focus more on DSA or what?
I think Uday has too many questions. Uday, you can directly contact me on LinkedIn. Definitely, I will guide you on that. Yeah, I said TCS and Infosys. TCS don't focus that much on like a DSA, but they will ask you in interviews, like a prime interviews. They ask graphs and trees, or even DP question. They might ask you, but Infosys they didn't ask you in interviews, but they that DSA will require to clear their coding part. So yes,
Okay. Okay. All right. So I think now everyone is happy. So we can
yeah.
now successfully conclude our today's podcast. So thank you once again, Akash, for joining and sharing your valuable insights. And
Thank you, Himanshu. Thank you so much.
yes, okay. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
See you soon, guys. All right. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.